Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. I just looked at one of my videos that I just did and I just realised it said 600 subscribers. I'm like, yeah, boy. So, yeah, I was on like 598 and 599 the last sort of day or two. And then, yeah, I've obviously just hit the 600. So that's pretty cool. Little milestone to check off. So, anyway, we've got some US craft beer. So, this is by Cellarmaker, and they're out of Oakland, California. They've just recently got some beers here in Australia and did a tap takeover at Redwood Tasting Rooms in Fitzroy. I've been really impressed. I've only had a couple of beers from them, but yeah, really good. This one is a West Coast Triple IPA at 10%. Ooh, called DANK Statement. And it's got Mosaic, Strata, Simcoe, and Centennial. So I can see a little dankness there. I've got a Sierra Nevada glass, the original. I thought they're from California as well. So these guys probably would have looked up to these guys when they started brewing. So let's see how this bad boy goes. Excited for it. Cheers, Evie. Yeah, I thought that's pretty cool. I just seen the 2 zeros. Cheers, Juzzy. Yeah, it's a cool glass. So yeah, Sierra Nevada is one of the original craft breweries. They're from California. They've got a good reputation. Cheers, Craig. Good to see you, bro. So yeah, excited for this one. Big triple Westy dank boy. It's got a big opening on the can. If you were drinking it from the can, you'd be able to just smash it. Dirty glassware. Everyone's saying hello to each other. That's good. Okay. So it's probably a little lighter than the one before. I would say this is probably, it's more straw than like orange or copper. So that's a bit more accurate. Very lively carbonation, sticking to the dirty glass. Not much of a head on it. It's only sort of 1 to 2 finger. Slight haze. Yeah, I'd say medium body. And I've just done the old nose spray to try and stop the sneezing, so hopefully I can still smell all right. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Damn it! Yeah, you know how you get those little, like when you have sort of sinus issues and you get those little sprays for your nose to like stop yourself sneezing too much and clears your airways. Well, I did that, and because it's got a real sort of aggressive sort of smell to it, and that now it's like I'm finding it hard to smell the beer. All I can smell is the spray. It certainly works, though. I haven't sneezed once this review. I'll still be able to taste all right, just won't be able to smell. Yeah, I feel like it'd be like piney, like cannabis, like dank, sort of woodsy. I'm going to say sort of citrus fruit, maybe some apricot and peach. More of like a bready base. There is a little colour to it, so a little touch of like caramel and biscuit. Yeah, you're onto it. I'm like a koala, brother. I'm going to spread some sexual diseases and then claw you. Anyway, my nose isn't working too good, but I'm sure my taste buds will be. Cheers, guys. Apologies for my sinus issues. Oh my god. The joys of having a nose and a mouth. If one's not working too good, at least the other one picks up the wow. That is dank. It's like a it's like walking through a forest in the winter, like wet pine, yeah, like forest floor, sort of like earthy, woodsy, yeah, real resinous and dank. You get like a cannabis sort of note to it. It's yeah, it's just so green. You're a lady, aren't you? The the girls don't like a guy with sinus problems. It's only early days, Eden. Yeah, I'm picking up like some grapefruit, some orange, like pith, just sitting there on the pallet. I see you've had this one before, dude. Cool. Yeah, just sort of the bitterness just lingers around the back of the palate. It's got that real like mustiness to it. Yeah, like I always get like wet forest floor. Like you're deep in a forest and it's like everything around you's soaking wet and it's like it's almost like that sort of weather where if you had a hut in the middle of that forest, everything would get real moldy. That's sort of the way I'd sort of describe it. There's actually like our nearby forest here. There's a house that's right on the edge of the forest, and I think it was a house that I'm pretty sure it had like it's near a waterway, so I'm pretty sure the people that used to stay in it worked for the water company. And I think the house, because it was situated where it was, it just used to have so many issues with like mold and dampness and stuff. And I was always like, fuck, that'd be a good place to live. But yeah, they just had so many troubles with it. Nah, but Hemp is like cannabis and hops are cousins. So there's certain strains of hops that have like cannabis type notes to them. So that's why you get similarities. Death cap mushrooms like to grow. Yeah. Oh no, the mushroom lady. How funny is it how where where Juzzy, like where the church is that Juzzy does a lot of the homeless work and that he's got those artworks in the back laneway, and one of them's that mushroom lady, and it's just got a big guilty written over the top of it. Yeah, she's a bit quieter on here tonight compared to the last few nights. Serial killer, yeah. I heard something about caustic. I've had a couple of like minor caustic burns recently, and that shit is harsh as. You'll just get, you'll be using it for something like it's a real intense sort of cleaning chemical. Use it for like, yeah, cleaning out sort of tanks and stuff. When you're using it, even if you've got all your correct PPE on, you'll still might get like a tiny little splash on like your arm or yeah, like, and it is so fucking harsh if you don't feel it straight away or get water on it straight away or like rub it off or whatever, it can just start burning your skin instantly. It's so fucking harsh. And here she is putting it in food. It's like fucking hell. Yes. Good call. I wish she had a job there when Dan Andrews was there. Yeah, what a fuckhead. Yep. Oh, what even pets as well? Gee, she must be fucked up. Anything in her sight. He certainly lives up to the name Dank Statement. Yeah. Good thing with tonight is, yeah, it's no way near as late. I feel like I'll get a decent sleep. It started raining tonight when I was walking home from work, or not tonight, like this afternoon. And I was sort of not far from the main part of town. So I was like, fuck it. I knew there was a bus that was not far away from leaving and it pretty much pulls up out the front of my house. So I was like, I'll just get the bus because I could be fuck getting wet. And anyway, I was that tired. I was sitting on the bus and I started getting sleepy and I dropped my phone. And then because the bus has got like that hard, flat edge, like flooring, the phone just fucking slid right to the back somewhere. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. That's my thing lately on public transports, getting sleepy. And it's normally like I've got my phone just keeping myself like entertained somehow. And I'll get sleepy and then like drop my head and drop my phone. Cheers, Joey. Good to see you, bro. How's the pre-season stuff been going? I haven't really heard anything about it. Like, is there any players that are looking real good or real shit? What a shame. I've still got a third of a can left, possibly even half of a can. So yeah, I reckon tomorrow night I've got a bourbon barrel aged Russian Imperial Stout by a Brisbane brewery. I might do that, and then maybe a red IPA or something like that. Just mix it up, or I could even maybe even one of the terpenes beers. Yeah. See, I used to do a lot of long haul driving. And yeah, lately I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be an absolute risk because yeah, I get sleepy real easy now. I don't sleep properly at nights, and then yeah, I end up falling asleep at the drop of a hat just as soon as I relax during the day and I'll finish work or whatever. Yeah, yeah. It's shit for truck drivers these days too because they've got all these like intense logbooks and that they never used to have. So now they've got to really do everything by the book. And yeah, I've noticed lately in Australia there's a lot more immigrant truck drivers now than never used to be. I think a lot of the old school truckies have just cracked the shits and don't want to do it anymore. So yeah, you're finding a lot of Indian truck drivers, and it's harsh, but a lot of them are fucking useless. There's this bridge in Melbourne, right? And over the years, it's been known for all the accidents there because it's like a low bridge. And you get these fuckwits that are driving the trucks that don't know the height of their own truck, or they're just not thinking and they go underneath it and they can't fit and they get stuck. Anyway, ever since all the Indian truck drivers have come into the industry, it's like happening fucking 30 times more than usual. It's so simple. Like, if you're coming up to a bridge ahead and it's got all these fucking warnings saying the height of the bridge and your truck, it's like just stop and think, or not even stop, just think in your head. My truck is this height. That bridge is that height. Am I going to fit? No. Well, turn to the left and turn off. Don't just go fucking straight forward, you dumb cunt. Yeah. Montague Street. There's a brewery in that area, and they've even got a beer named after that bridge. On the can artwork, it's got a truck stuck under the bridge. Yeah, exactly. Uh, and that's another thing too, is you go to like a sporting event now, and 95% of the security guards are Indians. And they're all these little dudes, and I just think I could fucking, if I was having drama at a footy game, I could just grab four of them and just go, get out of my fucking way. They don't look like they've got any mongrel in them at all. They just want the jobs that are easy, where they get money for doing fuck all. And then, yeah, they don't. Also, too, because they're not used to local customs and behaviours and stuff. They'll go to footy and there'll be someone doing something in the crowd that's normal, and people have loved that sort of stuff for years, but they might see it as being like, I don't know, offensive or some bad behaviour, and they'll go up and kick the person out, and everyone's like, what the fuck he is doing? Like, yeah. Yeah, it's certainly a lot easier to drive. They've got a lot easier gearboxes to handle and steering and broken English. I refuse to bow down to Mumbai. No, I always just find it funny when you see, like, I don't know, security guards as those types, or like you'll, I don't know, you'll be at a crime scene or a bit of a, I don't know, a bit of a bad situation, and you'll get two female cops rock up in a car together, and they're both tiny. It's just like, this is ridiculous. Like, I know it's great to have, yeah, like different sexes, like, and yeah, equal balance, equal opportunities, and that, but don't have two little females working together as cops. Like, you need a fucking big burly bloke that can actually pin someone down, and yeah, it's just stupid. Like, I found a neighbour dead. He had a heart attack, and he, I reckon he went to take the bin out. He was like an elderly dude. Went to take the bin out, I reckon, and he's had his heart attack, and then like fallen down, and sort of sat down on a chair near where the bins and that were. And I reckon he'd been there all night. And me and the gardener nearby found him the next day. Anyway, we had to wait around to talk to police and ambulance and all that sort of thing. And the paramedics rocked up, and same sort of thing. Two girls, both real small, and they couldn't even, like, they pulled the trolley thing out to get him up on it and that, and they were like struggling the whole time. I'm like, why the fuck don't you have a guy here like helping out with this? Like, I could have just picked the guy up myself and just put him onto the trolley for him, and here they are, like, they've got all this equipment and they couldn't even fucking do it properly. It's just common sense. You just need that bloke in situations like that because they're stronger. Yeah, it was the first time I'd come across something like that. Yeah, it was pretty sad too because you didn't really have any family in that. Yeah, it just looked like It looked like he'd just come out the back door. He's probably suffered a heart attack and just sort of collapsed down. He was like sitting sort of, or he might have even just sort of started feeling like shortness of breath and sat down and then, but yeah, it was just because he was down sort of way down the back of his driveway. Yeah, the only reason we sort of found him is because he had a gardener that come around, and this guy only came around every now and then, and he's came around, and I was out the front doing something, and then we're like, yeah, something wasn't right. And then we've gone down there and we're like, oh fuck, that's him there. And yeah, he looked real like white and does anyone have anything exciting going on? Yeah. And most of the people that whinge about them not getting paid as much are like women that don't go to see their games. And it's like, well, you're the reason why they don't get paid like they do. Because you're not going to watch their games. They need people there to pay money to go see them so they can start earning good money. See, I used to think it was a massive joke when you got, tennis players now earning the same amount of money. And the average men's game would go for like 4 sets and fucking 3 hours and shit. And then the average women's games were always real short and went for a bit. I think the average game was about 45 minutes and always 2 sets. They're like, oh no, they deserve the same amount of money. And it's like, well, play 5 sets then. Yeah, at least with netball, they're starting to get okay crowds and stuff. So, like, I'm all for women, especially in sports like netball, women getting paid decent, but they just need to build up their fan base. The end of the day, it's like the only way you're going to get more money is if you get people going to watch the games and paying money to see them. The whole bullshit when they'll have like AFLW games and they're like, oh, the biggest crowd ever. It's a full stadium. It's sold out. And it's like, no, you're giving away free tickets. Don't pretend that all these people have paid money to go there. It's the media just spinning shit like they do with everything else. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I certainly remember Mr. Wonderful. See, in my workplace at the moment, it's like they're trying to make it so there's a lot more females in different roles and stuff. And it's just sort of got a bit out of hand now. Like they've got all these young girls in like managerial positions or just walking around with folders doing these stupid little jobs and they're on like good money and now their companies complaining that they're struggling and it's like, well, you got all these young girls in roles where we don't need them. It's like, fuck them off. You're just wasting money. Trying to be all bloody politically correct and it's just like ridiculous. you get all the people that actually make the world go round and bust their ass, not getting any like promotions at all. No respect, and then you get all these other fuckwits that do shit all, and it's like, oh yeah, we'll put you up a level. You can do this job now. Shut up. That is a great beer. At least I haven't sneezed yet. I can feel it coming though. Oh, Steve, did you see the Good Things Festival lineup? That Good Things is coming here. I think it was December. I don't know where my phone is, but I'll see if I can find it on here. Okay, let's see if this works. Can you guys see that? So yeah, Melbourne, 5th of December. And it's got Tool, Weezer, Garbage, All Time Low, Machine Head, All American Rejects, Knocked Loose. Yeah, it goes on and on. But yeah, pretty good lineup. So you could see that all right. I've had trouble with trying to share stuff on here, but that seemed to work all right, I think. I won't go there. One thing you notice about a lot of the young ones, though, these days, they just want to go straight to the higher jobs and they don't want to put in the hard yards. And then they wonder why they get all stressed out and can't handle it. No, I'm not taking out any bins. I'm not cleaning. Fuck that. I'm too good for that. Yeah, if I had a kid at school these days, I'd be worried about the shit they get taught. So many kids these days, even like some of my younger friends that are in their 20s, just some of the shit they think's like legit and okay and that. It's like, no, you've just been taught that at school and it's not right. Cheers, Josh. I was just showing a festival dude that's coming here and knocked loose with one of the bands. I'm like, hello. Yeah, it's got Tool, Weezer. Who was it? Tool, Weezer, Garbage, All Time Low, Machine Head, All American Rejects, Knocked Loose, Newfound Glory, Make Them Suffer. Oh, it's got that what are they called? That Khan one? The K Khan. I can't remember what the first word is. I've got so many fucking concerts coming up. Yeah, tour would be unreal live. Yeah, fucking oath. I want to try his wine. Imagine just going to his ranch and getting lit, drinking his wines. That'd be fucking awesome. Cheers, Adam. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good thing. Like, even if you're not religious, at least Christian values are decent. It's sort of a good way to sort of live by. A lot of the old school Christian values are there for a reason. Yeah. I can't even remember what they sing. The name definitely rings a bell. Yeah, that's the one, Josh. I remember me and you talking about it. I'd heard some of their stuff and I was like, fuck yeah, these guys are good. Yep. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people out there these days that would rather home home teach their kids than have them in public school and getting dished the fucking shit that they do. So yeah, those of you that just joined, this is what I'm on. So yeah, these guys are out of Oakland, California. This is a big triple westy. It's dank as fuck. It's real good. But unfortunately, it's empty now. So yeah, I had that and just a basic core range IPA by a Western Australian brewery. Yeah, that's fucking shit. Hmm. Dank statement. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try and find some more beers from these guys. But yeah, I highly recommend if anyone sees any Cellarmaker beers, give them a whirl. And I'd say try both types of IPAs as well, because yeah, I thought their hazies were pretty decent also. But yeah, probably more of a Westy brewery. They are Californian, so a lot of their beers are big as well. Bit like knee deep, big Westies like big ABV, big IBU, big bitterness. Yeah. So yeah, not sure what's happening this weekend, whether I stay home or head to Melbourne or what, but the Sour Beer Festival I've got coming up, I thought it was next weekend, but it's the weekend after. It's not till early September. So yeah, it's only the 12th of August today, so yeah, it'd be a good, yeah, it's probably like 3 weeks away. Maybe on Saturday, see what happens. There's a good beer week in Melbourne, and all the bars, well, not all of them, but a lot of bars and venues and breweries get specific beers from specific countries for pint of origin. And Beer Mash in Smith Street, they were meant to get the Scandinavian beers because they've got them in the past, but they had a heap of trouble. I don't know what happened, but the beers got stuck somewhere and they didn't end up getting them in time for the event. So they ended up just doing some other style of beers. And everyone was sort of wondering, are they still going to get the Scandinavian beers and then just put on their own little event? And it's gone on for like months now and they still haven't got them. Well, anyway, they just got them the last few days. So yeah, at this random bar in Smith Street, they've got all these hyped like Scandinavian beers. So I'm sort of keen to go check it out. Yeah, there's also one of my favourite burger stores has got this brand new burger that looks fucking unreal. So I wouldn't mind trying that. Yeah, a few little things. Maybe go to a game of footy. Are you talking about? I'm thinking you're talking about Bodrigi, which is across from Victoria Park, and then you've got Range Brewing used to be there. It's not anymore. Um, you've got the Mill. The Mill Brewery is in the old Bendigo Hotel. That's cool. I want to go there one night because they have like heaps of rock and metal shows. I just want to rock up there one night and just go, fuck it, I'm just going to get loose and stay here for hours. Looks pretty cool. Oh, I could go a pizza right now. That'd be awesome. Yeah, pretty much most breweries in Melbourne, dude, I've done. And like Sydney and Brisbane, I've probably done like, I don't know, maybe 70% of the breweries there. Same in Perth. I need to get back to Adelaide. I want to do Adelaide again. When I was in Hobart, I probably did like 50% of theirs. Yeah, I want to go to the Tote. The Tote's got a YouTube channel and it's all about like the renovations and that's real cool. Yeah, Molly Rose is good. I got one of their beers. Actually, I got two of their beers in the fridge. And one of them, guess what it's called? Short and Stouts. I'm like, yeah. So I'm going to do a review when it's going to be called Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Or it'll be Short and Stout Reviews of Beer called Short and Stout or something like that. Be pretty funny. Yeah, Stomping Grounds, one of those breweries I like to keep going back to because they always have different beer, but I've felt they've slowed down a bit in the last year. They always had new limiteds, but these days you'll go there and it's like, oh no, we don't have that one available, or oh no, that one ran out. It was just a small batch. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Cool. Sounds good. Cask. I'm hungry. I want pizza. Fuck. But yeah. I should probably wrap it up, I guess. This beer, I would say, I'll go a 4.5 out of 5. Quite a very nice Westie. Um, yeah, like it. I like the fact that it's got that sort of complex malt. You get a bit of everything. Um, like love the piney character, the dankness, the resin. Yeah, it's certainly worth every penny this beer. And at 10%, like it's like it rips through you like, and it was easy to drink. Very nice. Yeah, that's what I'm considering, Evie, because it's only 9:15, so it's still pretty early. I might check my bank deposit, my bank deposit. I might check my bank balance first before I do anything. But yeah, I'm gonna head off, peeps. Give us the old thumbs up on the way out. Um, yeah, cool. Gotta love a VB in another country. Cheers, Joey. So yeah, I'll be around tomorrow night, guys. Yeah, as I said, I might do a. I'm thinking I'll do a stout. I reckon barrel aged stout. Just not sure what other beer. Maybe the terpene IPA. Um, yeah, that's good that you like VB. Yeah, possibly order a pizza. We'll see what happens. But yeah, thanks, guys. Always appreciate the support, and it's good having a yarn with you while I'm drinking some decent beers. But yeah, we'll see you similar time tomorrow night. Cheers, legends.